The year, or rather the year and 6 months we all are recovering from, has been the year of lockdown, of COVID, of the pandemic. And screen time, internet use, and even some sort of negative mental health, because we all have been locked down into our own homes and not allowed to meet our friends, go out, have holidays. There is a complete change in the culture of the way we use technology, because a lot of kids had schooling via internet. A lot of parents started working from home. Where do we go from here? What are your thoughts about 2022? Like, what is that new way of approaching technology? Because the world has changed very quickly. We did not.
Yeah, gosh, I have some ideas. I just, right before getting on with this, with you, to speak with you, I was talking to someone. I am going back to doing things in person. I'm leaving on Saturday for the first time to do in-person events at schools that I've done in 18 months. And I couldn't remember some of the things that I was like, wait, oh my gosh, like, wait. What are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to do this? So wish me luck. Next week, I will be in front of 156th graders, 157th graders, 158th graders. I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? But I think that, what this is what I've heard. Because I've certainly been working in schools a lot. I've never stopped over the last 18 months and listening to young people. So what we know is that young people, in a way, it's very heartwarming, and in a way, it's also very bittersweet about how much they value their friendships and how worried they are about their friendships. And, their parents sometimes are worried about, like, what have we lost academically and that kind of stuff. And some kids are worried about that, but they're really worried about, and they're very focused on what they've always been focused on and what is developmentally appropriate for them to focus on, which is their social dynamics and their friendships and their identity development. But it's just more and more heightened. One of the things that we're seeing, at least in the United States, is that young people are acting in ways, their emotional reactivity and lack of maturity. It's like they didn't have 18 months to grow. So you have kids who are in grade 7 that are acting like they're in grade 5. So that's frustrating for the teachers, because, like, wait a minute, you're supposed to be acting more maturely than that. But they have lost a lot of the opportunities of maturing in this way in the last 18 months. So I think it's very helpful. I think we've got some integration to do to figure out how we get the kids to a place that's more developmentally maybe appropriate. So if you're seeing your child act out in ways that you haven't seen ever, don't be surprised, and you're not crazy. It's all true. And just think about it. What I find helpful is to think about it in terms of, just look at them, like, watch them and see, like, what is it, if you can, to think about, well, maybe I need to think about it as if they're like a year younger than they are right now. And how would I parent them? Like, in general, when I'm telling things to children, I think beforehand about the one or two things I want them to say, that I want them to hear, I don't give them 27 ideas or lists of the things I want. I tell them 2 things. And then after I'm done, I ask them what they heard from me. What I do is to say, like, all right, here's the things that are really important to me. And then afterwards, I say, are there things that I'm not getting that I need to understand from your perspective? And I listen to that. And then I say, okay, now just tell me back, what did you hear from me? So that you can hear how they're processing the information. I think they might need that even more than usual. Is that I think they need, like, okay, I'm processing what information is being told to me. So I think we're going to be doing a lot of integration and a lot of having to be compassionate to ourselves and to them. And at the same time, we are the adults. I want to be clear that I don't think that we are in collaboration with young people, but we're the ethical authority figures in their lives. And so we treat them with dignity, with worth. And we still need to give them, of course, boundaries and boundaries, limited options, and real parameters about how they're going to be conducting themselves. So, but we listen to them as well, right? So it's a collaboration, but I don't want to take away from the fact that we are the ethical leaders, right? The people in positions of ethical authority for them. They need that from us. So I think we're going to have to be doing a lot of integration with all of these roles. and to really be watchful and observant about where our children are and also where we are. I think also our emotional regulation and where we are, and being able to say to ourselves, if I'm feeling really anxious on a particular day, like, okay, this emotion is real, because it's an emotion, but it doesn't have to be permanent. It can change, it can move. And so just remind yourself of that so you can settle your own self down.